Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be going over my very first trip to Mexico. So, just at the airport, getting ready to take off to Mexico. All right, see everyone soon. I went with a very good friend of mine. Wasn't really a planned trip. It was a very last minute trip. I'm going to let you know all about it, so definitely stay tuned and follow along. So this will be given to you in multiple parts as there's a lot of footage, and I have many experiences, so come along and experience it with me. So I was very excited during the beginning of this trip. I haven't left the country since 2019. I love window seats. I love to look out of the flight while it's going on. I love being in the clouds. It's just a great experience. I did at one point work for an airline, not on the plane specifically, but I did work for an airline at one point, and I spent a lot of time on flights. I think I used to take a round trip every week. So at this point, I was really getting excited with anticipation. I couldn't wait to land. I just couldn't wait because I was flying from winter into heat and sun and palm trees. So I was ecstatic at that point. I couldn't wait to put some shorts on, get some sun, get my tan on, I was very excited. Here we are landing. Taking off and landing are my least favorite part about flying, but they don't really bother me that much. I'm not that much of a nervous flyer. I actually fall asleep almost immediately when I get on the plane. Even before we take off from the tarmac, I'm usually asleep. I fall asleep when you take a baby for a ride in the back seat. How they fall asleep, that's me on an airplane. I find it super relaxing, and I'm not sure why. It's just I love flying. If I ever am suffering from insomnia, I'll need to book a flight so I can go to sleep. Arrived in Cancun. That's not the city that I ended up staying in, but that is where I flew into. Customs was so many people. I didn't know what I was doing. I was quite confused, but I did eventually figure it out. And it was super easy, actually. You just went up and put your passport on some type of reader and then went in and took a picture and you were done. But that was only offered to citizens of North America, I believe. But it was a very speedy process to get through customs. So once I got through customs, I had to go find my transport. So the entire trip was booked through Marlin Travel. The transport was through Nexus Tours. So I made it to Cancun from Mexico. And I'm just waiting to get transport to the resort. And I went out to look for Nexus Tours so that I could get to the resort because I couldn't wait to take a shower and then relax, get something to eat. So I did go out and find them, and you will see this woman that is to the corner and has a mask slightly on. She did say to me, when I got into the transport, upon closing the door, she said, "And don't forget that the tip's not included in what you paid." And she literally said it just like that. I kid you not. And I was like, what? Because I already had the intentions of tipping my driver, because that's what you do on these type of trips. You tip the people for their services. However, I did not appreciate that representative from Nexus Tours stating that to me. like I wasn't going to tip. I don't know what the problem was or if she says that to everyone, but I did not appreciate that at all. So driving to the resort, I was just taking in the scenery, taking in what Mexico looks like on the way there. I saw lots of beautiful nature. It was sunny. I was very excited at this point. The driver had on some good music that I already listened to, so I was familiar with the music, and it was getting me in a really good vacation vibe. So I'm not sure what happened here. It looks like the bus went off the road or something. Hopefully everything was okay and everyone was fine there, but yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, so I did go for Christmas, so you'll see like the resorts and stuff have a lot of holiday decorations set up. It was really beautiful. They had a lot of beautiful decorations everywhere you went. That's like one of my favorite parts of Christmas is the decorations. And then here you can see the beautiful murals, like the artwork on the walls as we're getting closer to the resort, and I'm seeing more beauty, more nature. I was just taking it all in. It was very beautiful. And here I am approaching the gate to go into the resort, and the anticipation is just swelling up. I'm like, yes, this place looks beautiful. I cannot wait to see what's going on in there. The driver is telling the people at the gate that I'm a guest. He's confirming that. I show the driver and the people at the gate my reservation, and they open the gate and let me in. So we pull up to the entrance. I get out. I give an attendant my bag, and he gives me like a tag to come back and get my bag once I check in. When I actually got to the check-in, they couldn't find my reservation. It ends up that I wasn't even at the right hotel or the right resort. They're like, oh, this isn't the place. And I was like, wow, this is where the driver dropped me off. Can I get my driver to take me to the right resort? So the woman was very nice at the desk. She's like, there's a Nexus Tours office around the corner. I recommend you go speak directly with them, and they'll be able to help you.
So, if this is not with me, you can check for a taxi from here to the other resort. You will need to keep the receipt, because if we wait for another transportation, if that's the case, it will take a lot of time. If they ask us, if they...
So the option that the man or the people gave me that worked for Nexus Tours said that I can either get a taxi, pay for it myself, hold on to the receipt, and possibly get it reimbursed.
Are they gonna refund us? Yes.
And then when I was like, can you just get your driver to come back? I was told repeatedly that they don't work for me. And in my perception, I booked through your company, so you do work for me because I paid you money in order to get my transport to the location I was staying at. But correct me if I'm wrong. If they don't work for me, I'm incorrect. I apologize, but I thought when you pay a company for a specific service that they work for you. Maybe just that country operates differently, but I wasn't sure. I was quite confused.
We don't work for you.
The customer service was, it felt like they were blaming me. The negativity that they displayed and brought towards me as soon as I arrived in the country didn't leave me with a great impression or first impression of Mexico. I felt like my business didn't matter and my business was not of any importance to them. I'm only telling you my personal experience and how I was treated. I would not book with them.
So, this is not with me.
We don't work for you.
So the resort that they took me to that was incorrect, it was beautiful. Mind you, I don't know what the rooms and everything look like, but the lobby and area that I was in, it looked beautiful. Please like and subscribe, as there will be additional videos pertaining to this Mexico trip. So this is Nexus Tours. Please stay tuned to find out what had to happen in order for me to make it to the correct location. Thank you and take care. Not mad at you, I'm mad at the situation.
Understand, sir. And you are right to feel that way.
Thank you for your help.